Thank you for joining me today. My name is Kelly, and today I'm going to be unboxing a Christmas gift that I just got from my husband. If you know my husband, he's not really a big fan of board games, but while he was looking for Christmas presents for me, he actually found this board game, which I've actually never heard of. He looked it up and he thought it sounded pretty cool, so it was a game that he would be willing to play with me, which I count as a win. This game is called Lacorsa Grand Prix game. It's a really cool box. I really like the box. Again, I've never heard of this game. So it's for 2 to 6 players, ages 14 plus, 15 to 60 minutes. And it was from 2022 from Lacorsa Games. And game design and artwork by Mark Haskins. So, all right, so I'm really excited to open this, and let's get it open. Lacorsa. Ooh, there's a sticker. My husband loves stickers, so I know who's going to be getting this sticker. Lacorsa Grand Prix game, sporting regulations. So that's the rule book. Let's see, we have scorecards, it looks like. So championship table, driver's championships. You put your driver name, team's championship. And I don't know, these might be rounds, maybe 7 rounds. So you can say what event you're doing, the track, date, and the race. This is actually a cute little game. Let me get everything out and then I'll go through the rule book because again, I don't know anything about it, so we'll start there. Let's see, so these must be cards. That's pretty cool. Little player cards. So how many players does it say? 2 to 6. So I'm assuming these are all of them, but for some reason these have a line down the middle and these don't. So again, we'll take a look. And then, of course, 1 dice. Because you have to have a dice in a board game, right? I don't want to break this. It feels connected. Oh, by string. Okay. Okay, yeah, I really have no idea. I'm going to have to read the rule book. So let's take a look. So Lacorsa Grand Prix game. Racing terminology. So it gives you just what they mean by the different ones. Introduction. Lacorsa is a quick-paced game for the entire family. It captures the drama and tactics of Grand Prix racing. In Lacorsa, the cards control the movement of the race cars on the game board as they battle for position on the track. Each deal of the cards is its own race. Drivers must manage the power of their machine for the best possible result. Championship points are awarded based on the finishing order after each race, and the driver with the most points after 7 races is crowned world champion. Italians are passionate about Grand Prix racing. 1000%. The art and culture that surrounds it is the inspiration for this game. In Italian, La Corsa simply means the race. Lacorsa is for 2 to 6 drivers, and you can play as teams or as individuals. All right, so it looks pretty straightforward, actually. So if you play 2 to 3 players, you play the team's championship. So each driver operates 2 race cars. Point totals are combined for both race cars. 4 to 6 players, you play the driver's championship. Each driver operates 1 race car. Drivers may form teams and pairs and combine their points totals. Teammates may discuss their race strategy, but not which cars they intend to play. Okay. So for drivers playing with 2 race cars, the race cars should be the same color. With a team of race cars, each player is dealt 2 hands, 1 hand per race card, 1 hand or race car for the left hand, and 1 for the right. The race car with the stripe is on the right. All right, so that tells us why there's a stripe on these. Cool. I guess you just place them on this board. Oh, that's cool. It's got their name on the back. So it looks like they just go on here. Okay, start of the race. The race begins with the last place race car challenging the race car directly ahead for position. We are competing to win, and if you no longer go for a gap, you're no longer a racing driver. Ayrton Senna. All right, so it looks like you just kind of switch, depending on what card you play, the challenger behind will, it looks like, possibly play their card, and if they win, they actually switch places with the car if the challenger wins. So that's passing. Then the finish, when one race car has played all of its cards, the remainder of the race lap is completed and the race is over. Each race car finishes its turn, ending with the leader. Post-race, so then you get points awarded depending on where you came in. So scoring is based on the system used in Grand Prix racing from 1962 to 1991. The driver or team of drivers with the most points after 7 races is world champion. Okay, and then some frequently asked questions, notes on playing, variations, so pit stops and going wide, and slipstream rules, shunting, multi-21, and then there's latest Lacorsa rule variations, house rules, and foreign language translations on their website. So pretty straightforward. I mean, not a lot of rules. So they tell you what the different cards are: standard card, champion card, extend card. So let's go through these cards. Let's see what they have. Oh dear. Okay. At least there's a little space so that I can get a scissors in and cut it. Ooh, these are nice cards. They have like a linen finish. Okay, so you have the different suits. So apparently suits must have something to do with it. And then you have the different cards. So like the extend card. So if you played this card and you were here, it looks like you could extend your lead. So 1, 2, and 3 are that. Standard cards. So I think what happens is if you play a card just based on the pictures, which I haven't actually read, but I think if you play a card that looks like it was higher than the other one. So yeah, Champions card number 12 is the highest card of value. 1 is the lowest. Start of the race. The race begins with the last place race car challenging the race car directly ahead for position. So let's just move that back. Both drivers choose Both drivers choose a card and place it face down on top of their race car stack of cards. The cards are turned over and the highest card wins the challenge. A tie goes to the defender. If the challenger wins, it passes by exchanging places with the other race car. Okay, so it sounds like you each get your cards. And then, so if I were to play like an 11 on this one and then somebody else played a 6, let's say green plays that, red plays this one. So red would turn over, they have a 6. Green would turn over, they have an 11. So they would switch places because green has the higher card. And then it looks like the red line card, which is here. So if this was like the only card I had and I'm like, nope, I'll give it a try, but I really want to keep my position. You play that, it must be above the second card you want to play. So you do that, and then it would just add 2. So instead of a 6, this would be an 8. Still lost, but that's that. Okay. I mean, seems pretty simple and pretty straightforward. I like this. This is definitely a game that my husband won't complain about playing. So you can just see it's the same cards. And then, there's race car markers. So those must come into play somehow. Let's see, what is this? Regulations. So these must be player cards. Possibly. Not sure. Let's see. So you have regulations 1 through 7. So yeah, it looks like they're just like player cards, so you can keep them with you instead of having to go back through. And really, this is like the majority of the rules are written on here, it looks like. So, I mean, and the last card is the finish card. So, pretty rules light. And then you have the different colors, the different suits. So you got some green. And then more race car markers. Oh, but these are in white. So, yeah. Back of the cards. I mean, all in all, pretty simple, straightforward game. Cute little plastic cars. They're like the old little F1 cars. Again, just the one dice. You have the cards. Really cute. And then you can keep track with the little score pad. So I actually think my husband is going to play with me on this game, which I'm excited about. Doesn't happen very often. So that is it. Just a pretty quick unboxing. Again, it was a Christmas present. My husband found it online. I hadn't heard of it. It sounds like a cute little family game. I can't complain. I love playing games. So, you know, if he gives me a gift of a board game and it's a game that he's willing to play with me, win-win all the way around. So thank you for joining me. If you like the video, please go ahead and give it a little like. Leave me a comment if you've ever heard of this game. It seemed to have gone under the radar, really. And yeah, leave me a comment and hit the little subscribe button if you want to be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you again. Bye. You didn't record any of it?